right now. Take a nice deep breath and let it go. And I invite you to take another nice deep breath and let it go. And I want you to feel yourself as you breathe more and more deeply, becoming ever more fully relaxed. Exhaling all places of tension in your body. Relaxing ever more perfectly in this and in every moment. Easing back into your chair or on the floor, whatever you feel comfortable with. Lying down perhaps. Letting yourself breathe deeper and deeper, more and more. Becoming ever more perfectly, beautifully relaxed. Allowing your mind to go to a place of true, deep, meaningful relaxation. All the chattering, all the noise, all the difficulty, just let it go. And let yourself feel ever more calm and at peace. It's truly okay right now to let yourself relax. You breathe naturally, however you choose. You're aware of your breath. And you find yourself feeling so deeply comfortable, secure, calm, more and more relaxed. Letting all the stress out of your body. Exhale all stress. Exhale all pain. Exhale all trauma, all discomfort, all anxiety and panic and fear. For in the greatest sense, you are consciousness. You will always exist. Nothing threatens you. And you are immortal. And in this consciousness, it is not just your awareness anymore. It is your awareness, and there is something so much more for you. You are becoming more alive. You are becoming more at peace. You are becoming consciousness, pure consciousness. And as you let yourself glide deeper and deeper down, going deeper and deeper, breathing more and more relaxation, easing of tension, going deeper and deeper, down into yourself. You can start to visualize the planet Earth, with its beautiful watery oceans and its beautiful continents, surrounded in living light. Envision that light awakening in people as they sit at home, observing social distancing. And you realize this is the first time that almost everyone on earth has done the same thing. Everyone is at home. Everyone is in a relatively peaceful state. all the chaos, all the stress, all the deadlines, all the bills to pay, all that is on hold. The IRS has delayed everyone's tax deadlines, thankfully. Everybody gets to catch their breath. And if the briefings are true, a financial reset will lead to much greater wealth. So if you think you're going to lose all your money, you probably won't. You're probably going to do better than ever in the aftermath of this mass awakening. Right now, the global mind is waking up. It's been sleeping all these years. Some 25,000 years, the mind has been asleep. Now, as you breathe ever more deeply, becoming deeper and deeper, notice how the light you are creating around the earth is a global mind. The synapses connecting, the corpus callosum linking the two hemispheres of the brain, masculine and feminine, the opposing polarities unifying in a swirl of magnificence. This global brain has just had its first seizure as it's starting to awaken. And as insiders like Pete Peterson have told us, as you go deeper and deeper, the laws of physics are controlled by the observer. We define the way physics really works. If enough people believe they can fly, then the laws of physics change to allow that to happen. That's why if only 7,000 people breathe through feelings of love and peace, the world itself is transformed, and 72% less war and crime, and terrorism and fatalities take place. See this awakening global mind and pump it up with peace. You almost melt into it. You melt into that beautiful, delicious, almost erotic light. There is a vivaciousness to it, a freshness, a youthfulness, a beauty. And you see that light now going through all molecules of COVID-19 and any other virus like it that may have been planned or is planned or was planned, and gently restructuring those molecules so that they no longer have any lethality. They're no longer taking people's lives. They're no longer so contagious. They don't last as long. I authorize you to use your consciousness to restructure that molecule. Look at the little thing. It's a little ball. It's got these little spikes on it. Imagine those spikes melting like an ice cube in the sun, so it no longer attaches so easily to lungs. Mutations that we authorize to make this thing no longer a threat. Envision it leaving quickly on its bell curve, society coming back to life, people going back to work, children dancing and singing and playing. Everyone is healthy, and we start to learn the truth, the big moment, the event, the mass arrest, the great awakening. Imagine now that moment, how wonderful it will be when we realize how long this plan has been in place, to free us, to free the animals, all the innocent koalas who died in the Australian fires, the kangaroos, all those animals now much safer because this insane group has been exposed and defeated finally after all these years. and we have true freedom and liberty and justice for all. I'd like you to take this energy of this awakening global mind and send it over all those who are sick, all those who are lying in a bed, coughing, with fever. I authorize you to lower their fever right now. I authorize you to reduce their bodily temperature to a healthy level. I authorize you to see that virus leaving their body, turning into something that is not harmful to them. They start to breathe better, their lungs are clearing. They start to feel better, less tired, until they are free and can leave the hospital and go back to their lives. And I want you to send this light also to all those who exist in fear, who have bought into the greatest media magic trick of all time. How do you convince the whole world that something that's not dangerous is going to kill them? Not that dangerous, really, 1% or less. They were able to do this. They were able to do this trick. The cabal did this one thing. But it was necessary for our awakening. Q has made that clear. Breathe in confidence and peace and surety to all those people who have been suffering. All those people who are terrified, who go to bed afraid, who wake up afraid, who cannot leave the house. They're so scared. They have their food, they have their water, they'll get what they need to get. Just imagine them starting to think more peaceful thoughts, starting to relax, learning about the fact that we do have all of the coronavirus cases gone in China, no new cases. Everybody's going back to work. In South Korea, going back to work. Everybody in America, around the world, being able to leave their houses, going back to work, smiles on their faces, the new tomorrow, the great awakening. And maybe, just maybe, they learn the truth about how we've been lied to. And it's a little traumatic, it's a little bumpy, but in the aftermath of what we've just been through, when people find out that this was an attempt that was made, 22 vials smuggled into Wuhan in somebody's socks, and the whole thing, thankfully, did not end the planet. Now we learn the truth. Now we have freedom. We can live so much more happily. I want you to really embody that space, live in that space, live in the promise of freedom, the promise of disclosure, forbidden technology, anti-gravity, free energy, greening the deserts by desalinating water from the oceans, freeing the planet and its resources. This is the ascension. This is the awakening. This is our transformation into a far more spiritual planet. For as it does say in the Law of One, although it is not likely or probable that everyone will go through the ascension process together, it is ever possible in a single fine moment of inspiration. We can co-create that single fine moment of inspiration. We can help it to exist by being a beacon of light to others, by shining your light in whatever community you may find yourself in. Creating the ascension, creating something where maybe everyone just wakes up. We all get that we don't need to hate each other, to be fearful, to be chasing each other down, to be hunting each other down on the internet. We can just relax, stay calm, be friendly, smile at each other. No longer having to say, my God is better than your God, my race is better than your race, my country is better than your country, my gender is better than your gender, my age group is better than yours, my intelligence is better than yours, whatever it is. Coming together, learning to set aside our differences that this one group worked so hard to create, to make us hate each other, to make us have opposing religions, to make us have opposing beliefs, so rigorously held that we're fighting to the death over it. And you just let that go. It doesn't mean that we don't practice religions. It doesn't mean that we don't have different countries and different ideologies. It just means that it's all okay. It's okay to be a Buddhist or a Muslim or a Christian or a Jew or whatever else you choose and whatever your own journey decides. It's okay to have a certain race, to be of a certain country, to be in a certain age group. We're smiling at each other, we're walking happily, holding hands, seeing the planet become a true miracle blessing. For once and for all, it truly is. We authorize this by divine decree. We use the power of 25,000 people live to change this world. With certainty, with solidarity, with knowledge, with grace, we open our hearts, we release our fear. We've been careful, we've been protective, we're doing what we need to do, and we can usher in a new era of hope and freedom and justice and liberty. We thank the many, many hundreds of thousands of people in the militaries, in the intelligence communities, in the governments, and in the private sector who have worked so diligently and risked their lives to create this mass awakening, to bring us to that point where this will come into being. We honor those who have died. We thank them for their sacrifice. And we have a moment of silence for all those who have contributed to the planetary awakening. And we reach out to those who are still risking their lives now, to all those involved in Defender Freedom 20 throughout Europe, the 38,000 troops. We thank you for what you're doing. We appreciate you. You are not alone. You are not working in silence. We know what you are doing and we thank you for it and we appreciate it. And we know that you had to stay quiet for operational security, but we're very grateful for you and we look forward to embracing you as heroes in a totally bug-free world. A world of peace, a world in which the plans of the Alliance have been fulfilled, that the great countries of this nation, this world, can all come together as one. Not that we're dividing ourselves, not that we're giving up our freedoms and sovereignties and laws, but just being able to see eye to eye and respect how this group tried to divide us, how this group tried to keep us hating each other, how this group kept us killing each other. And we're finally saying, you know what? We as a global mind, we've learned how to love now. We don't need this lesson of evil. We don't need these people to be making us feel bad. We don't need them to be killing the planet anymore. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for what you were trying to do, serving in the way you thought was right, trying to reduce population because you thought that was right. Thank you for your service. We don't need it anymore. We're drawing a sacred boundary and we're saying no. No more. No more wars. No more environmental destruction. No more pollution. No more hiding the technology that allows us to free the planet. No more corruption. No more lying. No more rape. No more murder. No more children being tortured and killed. We don't need this. We don't want this. We thank you for what you were trying to do, but we're done. It's over. You guys are done. It happened. You got to let go. You can be a hero by doing the right thing and telling us the truth. Even at this late stage, if you speak out and you become a whistleblower, almost certainly you will be received as a hero, so you can still do it. You have a chance. You don't have to go down with the ship. You can be a hero. And we thank all those awakening heroes, all those people who are choosing to become heroes or who will choose to become heroes. We thank you. We honor you and we will receive you as a hero. We will not judge you if you step away and you're willing to do the right thing. We promise you, we will not judge you. Enough of us will support you. Some will not like it, but many will support you. And we will do our best to help you as you become a whistleblower. We will be there, ready to hear what you have to say. And we will look in awe as so many of you step forward, finally letting us know that we are safe and we are free. And this planet is being returned to its rightful owners, the people of planet Earth. Now I want you to take all this light of this awakening global mind and return it to those you love. See the people you love, see them surrounded in light, see them happy and peaceful. And last but not least, I'd like you to share that light with yourself. Love yourself. It's so easy. You don't have to be worried about all the little things that might be wrong if you look in the mirror. You are worthy of love, respect, compassion, kindness, honesty, truth, fidelity. And you have a right to make sure that those things are happening and to gracefully disengage from the people who might not be giving it to you if it is a very consistent pattern that you've tried so hard to ameliorate, but you simply cannot. Many cords are being cut at this time, many old agreements are being ended, and you can step forth in confidence that you are helping to co-create this new world by easing and alleviating the codependent entanglements in your own life, giving those people a righteous release from whatever contract they might have held with you by being in such disarray. And now, again, send this energy back to the earth. Imagine any little bugs being discombobulated, being deconstructed, being molecularly rewritten. And this does work. We thank you, Father, Mother, God, however we choose to define you, the intelligent infinity, the oneness, the creative collective consciousness. The science is there. We know this is true. We know we all have a single unified mind in the greatest sense. And we thank you for guiding us through this epic planetary awakening. And so it is.